All right, fans, we know that you're ready for another Monday night kickoff on ice. Spencer Carberry's squad matching up with Dean Evason's. It's the NHL on Monumental Sports Network. We are off and running. Sean Hebert, Justin Key are the referees. James Tobias and Julian Fournier have the lines, with Columbus in town wearing the white. Monahan on a hook-off sends it back for a long drive that sails wide of Logan Thompson guarding the cage at this end for DC in red.
Yeah, this should be a heck of a game because both these teams very similar in where they are in standings. Columbus comes in with 25. The Caps have 24. They both played 22 games.
It just went through. Fantilli was awfully close.
I think he had Faravari close by that might have nudged that puck wide of that goalpost. A good look from the point man, finding that high slot deflection.
21-year-old Merzlikins calmly handling that, with the Caps in the middle of a change.
And he's been pretty good against Elvis. 4 goals in 7 games. So he's
unofficially, as we near the 6-minute mark.
I give a shot to Sandin early on here.
Absolutely, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
On the go, crisscrossing in Leonard. Good move as he tried to fidget to the slot. Dropped it off. Score! Chychrun with another buzz bomb.
He's got the knack. He knows when to step in. Notice him coming into the zone. He's going to get a bounce, but look at him take a step laterally and then rifle it in one quick swoosh. And he burns 4 different guys in white. He's only got to get that shot past the defender and the goaltender.
For most consecutive games with a point. It's greater than 8, we can say. Snapshot there. Merzlikins with a stop on McMichael. This is golfed into the zone by Olivier. Kept moving by Thompson. Pair of threes in the far corner. Roy and Coyle. Long stretch. Rolls right to Merzlikins. Elvis on a backhand. Coughed it up. Beauvillier's backhand stopped by Merzlikins. And he'll cover. An effort for Miles Wood to get ahead of the pack. Cut off by Faravari's good speed.
Absolutely. He needed speed to catch Wood. He can fly.
Wood again with a snapshot fought off by Thompson. Capitals able to clear. Down the wing, Duhaime. 2-on-2. Duhaime settles. Pad save Merzlikins. Rebound. He made another pad stop on McMichael.
Yeah, good follow-up there. Big rebound. Nice low shot by Duhaime. This line's doing some damage. A lot of good zone time offensively. Buzzing around their goaltender, getting shots, electing to shoot rather than pass first.
Leonard with a rip. That's off the blocker of Merzlikins. Long wrister spoiled by Provorov. Game 2 of a holiday 4-game homestand for the Washington Capitals.
And for Columbus, they're finishing off a stretch of 9 of 12 on the road here.
Sortif to the front door, pad save. Huge collision in front of Merzlikins.
They're having a tough time getting between the Blues. They're turning the pucks over. The Capitals' defense have been excellent at gapping up here tonight.
Deflection try. Thompson, a good save there. Johnson, Monahan, and Wood out there now for former Caps assistant Dean Evason. Sandin, bad angle drive, no worries for Merzlikins.
I'd like Sandin here in this first period. He's jumping up in the play also.
Ken Johnson working to the outside. Shadowed all the way by Duhaime. Fabro fires, pad stop, rebound, just off the outside of the frame. Protas has a very high success rate against Columbus in his career. In 10 games, 5 goals. Chinakhov with a laser that's stopped by Thompson. Fantilli off the head fake, snapshot blocked by Roy. Sillinger once more to Fantilli. In tight to Coyle, off the outside of the goal.
What worked with Hanlon and Evason at the time back in the day, and he's now the associate coach with the Henderson Silvertips. The head coach is Ryan Craig.
Go get him, Jamie. Second period underway here inside of Capital One Arena. The Capitals trying to be 2 for 2 against the Blue Jackets this season. Beat them a month ago at Nationwide 5-1. Leonard dangles into the corner, hooks back and finds the open man. A slapper that's right on. Merzlikins made a pad save on Chychrun. It was Chychrun from Leonard and LaPierre giving the Caps the advantage tonight. Capitals with the Winnipeg Jets coming to town on Wednesday. Blue Jackets will be home for a visit from Toronto that same night.
And the Winnipeg Jets have dropped their last couple of games, both on home ice, too.
Logan Thompson in cage for Washington. Voronkov spins to Fantilli. Long snapshot, that's deflected. On the backboards, it's Roy. Sharp looking break out there for Sordiff, though the angle was taken on him. Sordiff fights through, 2-on-1, in the inside of the post. The inside of the pipe from Protas. He had Merzlikins beat.
If you watch that closely, if he gets around Strome, the Caps are in deep, deep trouble because it would have been a clean 2-on-1. Stromer did a great job just supporting the defense, getting back there and doing what he could to prevent that from happening for Voronkov.
Sordiff, angle by Christensen. Great pass. One more. Score! Tom Wilson at the end of a gorgeous play.
Incredible. It started with good defense, a quick up. They get a lucky bounce, and they pass beats three different Columbus Blue Jackets. Sordiff shows off his speed. Behind the back pass. The Protas to Wilson coming in. That is spectacular. Ovi on the change, coming off the boards is Tom Wilson. Perfect time to change by the captain. And there's Tom Wilson given the point. The backhand pass and then the touch pass.
Fantilli looping below the goal line. Adam Fantilli will take it for a ride. Provorov activates. Inside Coyle, snuffed out by Thompson. Follow-up chance, snapped wide by Fantilli. Chychrun straight away. Ovechkin in his office. One time he shanked it. Rebound collected by Provorov. Tom Wilson on the retrieval. Chychrun lets it fly. He scores! More high heat.
Carlson on 1B. Here's the Chychrun shot you see in front of the net. Strome flashing his stick in front of the goaltender along with one of the defenders, and there's the shot. And it looked at the end of the line. It might have clipped off the top of Strome's stick. And we'll wait and see to see who gets credit for that. The Chychrun wrister gets through, finds the net.
Linesman Tobias wants to do it again.
They have to reset the clock.
One-timer, score! Beautiful passing and a blast from John Carlson.
Two quick goals, 13 seconds apart, and boom! The Caps have a 4-0 lead, and Columbus doesn't know what just hit them. Beautiful face-off, and it goes right to Ovi, right to Carlson, and the Capitals celebrating. What a way to finish off this second period. Total.
Washington turning a 1-0 advantage to a 4-goal lead with 3 markers in 3 minutes and 29 seconds. And Craig, the Caps are headed towards their best period.
Yes, they are. They're at +5, and it's one of their worst periods.
From earlier in the contest, Sordiff, his first multi-point game in the NHL, trying for a hat trick of assists. Great stop by Merzlikins. Carlson lets it go, and that's stopped as well.
Yep, took it by Sillinger right in the neutral zone, and just an errant sort of body check as he was trying to get inside position.
McMichael scurries into the offensive end, loops back, slapper, score! Faravari let it fly. There was traffic in front. The lead grows to 5.
But the D are providing the O tonight against Columbus. A little hook off, a feed to Faravari, and here it comes screeching in. A lot of traffic in front of the net. Might have hit and nicked off the top blocker, but other than that, big pro the size of a apartment building, maybe casting a shadow over Merzlikins. And
Christensen just a step ahead of Ethan Frank. Gaunt's back the other way, has room. The fire, shrugged down by Thompson, had troubles corralling the rebound, and Matejchuk snaps it home to ruin the shutout bid.
3 guys falling down in front of the net to try to block that shot. You had Frank in front of the net. Here, Gauntz does a nice job getting a sharp angle shot. You see Logan not able to grab and grapple that rebound, and there's
Matejchuk zooming through center. Kick it out wide. Settle in for a snapshot off the inside of the post. Capitals faithful standing to salute their favorites. who's locked this one up, overtaking the Columbus Blue Jackets by the final of 5-1.